Hey guys, welcome to Aftermath. Fastest 5 minutes in Grace Men's Live. Just kidding.
Or 6 or 7
Or
minutes.
6 or 7, it can go a little bit long. This is the show where we try to attempt to put a bow or clean up Scott's mess that he just made in Grace Men's Live a few minutes ago. My name's Bain.
Jonathan watches these.
It's all right. He
For
knows.
you to say to
He
clean
knows
up-
you.
He knows.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
That's all right.
That's true.
It's all right.
Yeah.
My name's Bain, Don Bain. I'm here with my very good friends, Chris Wokal and the infamous or notorious Pastor Scott Lessing. Today is Wednesday, January 19th, and we are in week 3 of 6 Habits for Growing a Relationship with God. This week was Pastor David Lane at church and with the sermon, and we're talking about a throne or a cross. I was thinking, is it the throne or the cross? But it's a throne or a cross. So, Pastor Scott, I mean, it's a really interesting title. I think the last few weeks the title has been very clever. I think really cool. They resonate with me. I think about them throughout the day. So, are we going to be devoted to a throne or a cross? I mean, that's kind of the theme about today. But what does that mean? Like, what does it mean to be devoted, first of all? And then, because I thought it was interesting, devotion to me is actually a verb, which I didn't think about before until we were talking about it today, which is cool. But what does that mean? Like, how do you sum up that?
Yeah, it's that action-oriented, being devoted. Like, I'm going to give all my effort to this, right? So some people it's golf or disc golf. For other people, it's using your smoker, like your devoted smoker, right? For others, it's
Children.
work or family,
Yeah.
right? Being a husband, a devoted husband means that you love your wife well and you're thinking about her often and her needs above your own, and so that's what devotion is to me.
But I think I like the fact that it's continual or continuous. That's the part that I think is really
It's not
cool.
it's not just a one-time thing.
Yes, right.
Yeah.
Which could be, because you could be devoted for that one moment, but then what about the rest of the moments? That's where I like the fact that devotion is that ongoing
Yeah.
process.
We said
Persistent.
today,
Yes.
minute by minute, scenario by scenario, right?
Yeah, really, really good. So what does it mean to be devoted to either a throne or to devoted to a cross? Like, why is that contrast?
I was going to throw in that the lesson was: are we going to be devoted to our throne, to Chris's throne? Am I going to spend my energy, my persistence, my devotion to maintaining my throne, or am I going to be devoted to the cross? Mm-hmm. Right, and that was David's message: is what is your focus? Is your focus on your throne, or is your focus on being crucified with Christ?
And what helps us to be devoted? Like, where do we get from God, from the Holy Spirit, to help us be, with that devotion?
For me, the first thing that I have to do, I have to become more self-aware, right? Like, what areas need more of Jesus in my life, right? Is it my finances? Like, am I wasting money on stupid stuff? Or do I not pay my credit card bill on time every month and then I waste money that way? Or am I tied, or whatever it might be, like, becoming more self-aware of the things that need more of Christ in them. And then desperately depending on Jesus to do that work. I still have to say, take this and crucify it, right? The old sinful nature parts of me that still exist at times. And so identify them, give them to Jesus, but desperately depend on him for the power to say no, for the power to be devoted, for the power to get in his word daily, for the power to
Spiritual disciplines.
apologize, right?
Yeah.
I'm really sorry that I did that again, right? I'm really going to work hard on it not happening next time, right? Or whatever it might be. But those things are really important. So the self-awareness, then choosing to crucify it. Jesus chose to still go to the cross even though it was going to be hard. But then desperately depending on him. And what happens with that, then we're healed, right? We see healing in our life. And we talked about that Matthew 9 passage of, when the disciples got in the boat with Jesus, they just heard about what it means to be a disciple of his. There's a cost. And I think the cost is crucifying the flesh, right?
Right.
And then, getting in the boat, staying with him, trusting him in the midst of the storms of our lives. Even that one thing that we're sacrificing is a storm, right? And then when we get to the other side, what do we see happening? Healing occurs, right?
Right.
And we're healed. That's where we get to see the new creation come out.
Right.
That was a great visual image of that whole process. I loved how you did that.
Yeah.
Is that we hear the cost, we join, whether it's in the boat or whatever mode of transportation you're using, but you join with Jesus and you don't abandon the ship. You don't jump out when it gets hard. You don't find your other means. You don't swim back to shore and go around the storm. You stick with Jesus, and at the other end there's healing.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is really good. Well, that's a great summary, guys, of what we just talked about today, and Pastor Lane's message on Sunday. That was awesome. So, guys, the vests are back this week. We took a week off. Chris is feeling a little bad about it. We're working on that to get him a vest.
Well, his is
probably is going to
filled
happen.
with smoke. It smells like a smoker. So
Yeah, but do you think that smelled great? Bring that in, would you please?
And
Anyway,
to be clear, it's meat smoker, not anything else smoker.
yes, it's a meat smoker for sure. All right,
But
guys.
you're still devoted to it.
You're still devoted. So I'm guessing again, based on the fact that you're here, that you know how to get on to gracecma.org to find all the different videos and other support information that they've got there, and it's really amazing. So if you don't, go there. And thanks for joining us, guys. Thanks, guys, for coming.
see ya.